So I'm starting to make some progress on my 383 small block build, and I wanted to share a video before I close it up. I've got all the Valvetrain on it. I've got all the clearances checked. I got the valves set, and also checked the Valvetrain geometry, which turned out pretty nice, using the push rods that came from Edelbrock with the 2089 top end kit. So the rockers I chose were the Summit 1.5 ratios, and they worked out really nice. They seem very high quality. I did have to reposition two of the guide plates to get a little better alignment on the tip of the valve there. For the most part, they lined up real nice. It's a simple matter of just loosening up the stud and moving the guide plate one way or the other to get a little better alignment. I've got the hydraulic rollers installed, and the spider, and it's really turning out nice. So I wanted to do this video because I'm getting ready to put the covers on it and then the intake manifold. Now, the way I do my Valvetrain, I do one cylinder at a time, and I like to do it in accordance with the firing order. I knew I'd think of it sooner or later, which is 1-8-4-3-6-5-7-2. Most domestic V8s have that same firing order, at least the older ones do. And this harmonic balancer that I got from Blueprint, it's got the timing engraved into it. I've got this holly cover. There's your timing mark, and I'm at top dead center, firing on the number 1 cylinder. So what makes it nice is you can set your engine here, do your number 1 intake and exhaust adjustments and Valvetrain, and then go 90 degrees, which this balancer is marked 90 degree increments. There's one there, and then you can see the other one, and of course one more. You just turn the engine 90 degrees and you can do the number 8. Just go right in the firing order, and I've always done it that way because it helps me not forget any and leave any loose. So you just do the number 1 here, turn the engine 90 degrees until this line here lines up with the timing mark, and then you can go back and do your number 8, which is back here. And on each one of these, I made sure I didn't have any interference anywhere with the spring retainers. Of course, the roller rockers were made for large springs like this. You can see I'm not having much problem clearing anything there. Okay, in the meantime, I got my intake manifold prepped. Went ahead and put my carb studs on, and I got a low profile vacuum connection for my brakes, and also picked up a new water neck from Summit. And then on my rocker covers, went ahead and installed the PCV valve and piece of hose. And then on this side, I got the K&N breather installed. And the gaskets I installed, they were a little bit tight, a little bit oversized, but I was able to squeeze them in there and get them cemented in place. This stuff here has been around forever. Edelbrock gasket cinch. I've never used it, but I know it's been around forever, and finally got a chance to use it, and it worked great on those valve covers. I think I'm going to use it on the intake gasket as well. They recommend it, so I found that it worked really well. It works like contact cement You coat both sides, gasket and the cover, and let it dry, and then stick it together. Worked really great. Got a new thermostat, and I got some ARP thermostat bolts, housing bolts, and then the housing I got, it's a Dorman. Looks pretty decent. Comes with a gasket, which I already had a gasket. And went ahead and picked up the plugs. Edelbrock recommends Champion RC 12YC plugs. Went ahead and picked up 8 plugs. They were a little more than what you can get them at Advanced Auto or AutoZone, but it's so damn convenient just to order something and have it show up at your door. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. The next time you see this, it'll probably have an intake manifold and valve covers on it. And I'm getting close to thinking about pulling my truck into my shop and pulling the old 350 out and dropping this guy in. Okay, so stay tuned for more videos, and I appreciate you watching my videos, and I welcome comments about the video or about the engine or questions. Thanks for watching.